Welcome to another episode of the Planet Coaster series, and we're going to be working on fixing up the wall that we built around the pirate town the last video. I was really stumped because I really liked the look of it with like the wood up on top because I wanted pacing pirate twists. I will find out we don't actually have as an option, so that was a little unfortunate. But I liked the idea that they would be able to walk around there, but they wouldn't have any kind of defense, so it didn't make a whole lot of sense. So I took what I was going to use as support for this platform that they were going to walk on, and I moved it up to provide kind of like an old castle. Like maybe they repurposed an old castle defense for themselves. Not sure, but it's kind of the theme I'm going for, and I think it turns out looking pretty good. And then here I'm trying to find a way to work with that corner where they kind of meet. That the corner piece there works perfectly. It lines up exactly like I would want, just by chance. So that was really nice. But the problem is for it to line up with the corner, it kind of needs to be halfway through the other square that's there. So what I ended up doing was putting a full square there, but having it just slightly under the triangle. So from above, you can't really see that there's layering and you don't see the weird flickering or anything like that. But it still looks all full because there wasn't like a half square that we could have put there to make it all line up proper. So that's what I'm going to do on both the corners, is just have the corner and the side walls just slightly above the other ones. You can kind of see it when I have the building selected where the corner of the square cuts through, but again, if you're not selecting anything, you can't really see it. Here we're just adjusting the other side to do the same thing. There you can really see what I ended up having to do to make it work right. And I wish there was an easier way of copying all of those. Going through and selecting every single one of them, and sometimes I would like hit a wrong button or something, and I'd have to start completely over and select every single one of them. I think I'm gonna end up doing that because the planks don't line up with the wall the same in the center wall as it does on the side walls. So I think it kind of looks like I might have already have done that change, but yeah. Every single time I wanted to change those, I'd have to go through and select every single one of them. There is like a drag and select, but that wouldn't be very useful because there's other wall bits, so we just went with that. And here we're adding a bit of the pirate versus the other group battle, because I want the other side of the island to have these guys on it. And I'm going to end up putting a lot of decoration over here, which is kind of silly because there's literally nothing over here. There is that bridge behind in the background that you can see. So people who are walking like back and forth will see it, but it doesn't actually provide us any kind of benefit. Like it doesn't boost any rides or any buildings or anything. I don't have anything over there, and I don't think I will ever have anything over there. So it looks great. I love the look of it, but it's just for looks. There I was getting the research completed. I don't know if that's the last bit of the research that I'm going to do in this episode or not, but I did finally start researching the one ride I've been looking for, and I think it's literally one of the last two options that we have left, which is so annoying. But yeah, it finally is being unlocked. And that light is huge. I think it's because those barrels are so small, and I think I'll figure that out later. But I didn't want to have one of the big barrels because I kind of wanted it to look like they came on that boat over to this location to kind of attack. So I didn't want anything that wouldn't have fit in the rowboat. That's going to change in a little bit, but I'm going to end up just leaving those barrels as they are. Because I start building up this like bamboo and palm tree nook thing where they've have like a setup camp, so it looks like they've been planning on attacking for a little bit, and they have some supplies and stuff back behind this bamboo stuff. I do end up changing the longer one so that people could see the stuff behind it, even if it's supposed to look like from the wall you wouldn't have seen it, but I still want the guests of the park to see it, you know? So we're just filling it out and making it look like it kind of belongs there and like it would have grown naturally in that spot. Doesn't make any sense, but you know what, we'll just accept it. Throwing in some rocks just to add a little bit of texture and the like. And here is that little like setup camp that it looks like they would have built while they're staging the attack. It's not going well. I think they got this discovered because sending just 2 people in to deal with this whole pirate thing wouldn't have been a good idea. So I think that they were probably caught unaware, kind of a deal. I do end up switching the kneeling and the standing guy because to make it look like they're shooting up onto the wall, you have to have them at a bit of an angle. The sitting one, that doesn't look too weird, but for the standing one, like as you're looking from the side, it looks very strange. like, why are you standing at that angle? Why don't you just tilt up your arms? But that's not an option for me, so I just moved him back into kind of like the bamboo and plants so that he's a little less noticeable. So that I can just pretend like people wouldn't notice that he's at a wrong angle. Adding some more plants around to make the wall look like it's been there a while and just to make everything look nice, I guess. And then, what are we gonna do after that? Oh, more bamboo. Just because I love the look of it and it fills so much area and makes it look nice with one item. So that's why I'm planning on using lots of that bamboo. Here I'm going to finish the bridge just because I can. I want to see what it looks like. I'm not really planning on having everything out on this island quite yet. Eventually, I'd really like to build something out there, but at the moment, I'm trying to get like the main part of the island complete. I still don't know what to do with the red base of this ride, so just kind of ignore it. I might end up just doing like wood planks across the bottom, so it wouldn't make sense as anything in the water, but at least it wouldn't be bright red. It would match the theme at the very least. And then I realized I wasn't really done with this build, so I come back and start adding in the windows and the doors and the awning to the door, that kind of stuff. I'm gonna end up putting the barred windows on that little sticky out bit, just because I think it looks nice to have a bit of a variety. And then even though no one can really see those windows, I wanted it there just because of completionist, I guess. Don't want too many shortcuts. Then we're going to be adding another pirate. I did consider switching out that pirate for the one up on the wall, but I like it anyway. Then we put a little sitting pirate over the arch so people will walk underneath him, which I think looks pretty cool. And then one other scout who's on the lookout over on this wall. And then I'm going to come to the sad epiphany that you can see that thing. You can see their little base stand box things underneath that wood. And I had not thought of that, so I'm glad that I did see it when I did. I considered trying to put a different type of square underneath them to cover it up, and then I was trying to think of some kind of wall decoration or wall support to kind of cover it, but everything was too thin to cover it. And the other problem with that is one of them is over the arch, and so pretty much anything that I did there would look weird. So what I'm gonna do is copy every single one of these and lower it just enough to cover up the box, so it just looks like it was a thicker walkway, so it's like more supported or something. So I'm going to end up bring it down just a little bit and then bringing the pirate up just a little bit so that together you can't see the box. And I'm gonna have to do that with the other three as well as the walls. I did consider not lowering the wood on this particular side of the wall because I just lifted him up onto that area and then put some barrels behind him. But it did kind of look weird to have it on the two sides and not in the middle, so I went ahead and did it anyway, even if, again, selecting all those is tedious. Here we go. We're going to be selecting these and bringing them down. Like I said, I did consider just leaving it, but I couldn't bring myself to do it just because it didn't look good. I don't know why I had to redo it again, but there we are. Oh, I think I hit undo, which will deselect everything that you've selected. So here you can actually see where the two full squares are overlapping. And I tried using the corner piece that I'd used on the top to kind of cover it, but for some reason I just couldn't get it to work. I'm not sure why, but it just was not happening, so I was like, you know what? I've spent enough time on this wall, I'm just gonna leave it. I think it pokes out too much and the angle isn't too right, and so I just, you know, whatever, loved it. And then I'm going to start lighting up the area. It did occur to me that it would be silly to have the lights on the wall because it'd make it harder for the pirates to see out over the water and easier for anything attacking to see them. But they'd also probably not want to walk off, so all I did was like little candles at the base of like every other one of these things that are sticking up. I don't know what the technical name for that is. Here I was like, no, it wasn't right, and then I realized I misplaced the one before, so I was like, yes, it happens to work out perfectly. Oh, please, no, not the hiccups. Fingers crossed. It looks so good at night, though. Like, I just love it. So here we're doing the same on this guy and lowering it. I like the look of the two candles together. Sober up, candle. So I did that on like every other candle set, and then this one I'm going to do 3 because I didn't want candles on either side, so I just put one with more candles in the middle there. And then I'm adding some lights onto this building because it was kind of dark. And then I don't remember what else I did. Just checking around, making sure everything's looking the way I want it to, and I'm just happy with what we've got. Here we are in the normal bit. Oof. Last couple of days, for some reason, the controls feel very backwards. And I don't know why. I was playing quite a bit of Sims recently, because I'm really excited for the new DLC, and I will probably do, at the very least, a review of it. But that's besides the point. Here we are. Here's our new cool looking wall. I think it looks so much better and official. What are you guys looking for? Food. Alright, well there you go. They also need money. Again, if you would say, oh man, I can't afford that ride, and then you'd go straight and get some money, buy some money. I wish. You wouldn't have that problem. Just saying. But you know. Whatever floats your guys' boat. So this is too wide. I do think maybe what I'm going to do is edit this building. If we do that though, we will need to put some kind of defense right here. You guys just stand in here? Yeah, they do. They do just stand in there. And then they pop out the other side. Kinda wondered. Alright, so I think I'm gonna move this back. Alright, so first we need to get rid of the wall behind it. Ooh, scoot, scoot, scoot. Alright, grab this guy, delete it. The reason I want to do this is maybe put an ATM in here as well. So we'll grab the bathroom. Maybe we'll put the bathroom back. Okay. And then we'll just pull out this camera. Just remove these and these, and then just stick the ATM back here. Do you want an arch? Let's make it look more complete, doesn't it? But we don't want it to look too complete, because we could just put a bunch of supplies behind the ATM. Again. My default, clearly. Do you want to not be in the ground? And back one. Sometimes they get really stuck on a specific square, and it is very hard to convince it should be elsewhere. Alright, so we'll throw an ATM in here. And then we'll just shove a bunch of decorations. Let's go... I don't want the else stuff. That'll just make me want to buy it. Can I stick this guy in here? Good lord. Probably not. Yeah, unless I had done Maybe turn it. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work like I'd want it to. If we could do that and then just have it not stick out anywhere, that would be beautiful. You know, it's actually not that bad. Does it poke out into either of the shops? No. Ooh. So if we grab maybe the barrel, the best default in this pack. Is this the small one? I don't want this. I mean, we'll stick a small one right there, but I'm looking for these guys. So if we take this and stick it right here, you'll never know. And then you got this, which looks really nice. Looks like supplies is definitely tucked back here. This is a bit inconvenient. Wonder if moving the wall would help. Probably not. We can try, I guess. Does this? No. This wall. So if we try to move it, if we move it in, oh, that might help. So we stick it right there. Very nice. So let's move this right there. Okay. Now the hard part is telling if it's at the right height. I guarantee that's too low. There. Go. Sweet. So now people can go in there, get some money. Is there like a good piratey pirate? No. Oh my god, that's huge. Let's see. Is there one for? Oh, maybe shops might be where to look. Let's do a TM. We've got this sign, but definitely doesn't fit the theme. If we go to all, is that the only ATM sign that we have? Maybe in building. ATM. That's huge. Doesn't really fit. Maybe if we... It just seems like they should probably be able to tell that that's where the ATM is without having to like look to the side, but does this have options for colors? Oh, but I forgot that one's not really what I'm looking for. Okay, well, I guess that'll have to do unless there's another good pirate. Like, they have some customizable ones? I guess not. Alright, well. Oh, there. And then we remove this. Oh, there's all kinds of cool stuff we could be decorating with. Cyriel, I cannot see. Why? Why are you standing in the way? So we might be able to stick out, like, this sign, maybe? And then pretend it would say... Ooh, maybe this is... Edit. You can edit this one. I would like it... There. Let's grab like so, pull it up like so. Okay. Is it edit? Yeah. ATM. Can I? Yeah. Nice. You can always look at different styles of text at a different time. I bet pirate is supposed to be the pirate theme. Would you get your butt out of my face? I'd appreciate it if you'd get your butt out of my face. Cool. It's too bad you can't change like the size, but you can change like the colors. So we could do like black or something like that. This is neat. Hello. So yeah, ATM. Nice. Should I hang it there? Yeah, that'll be fine. So now they can find the ATM, and it's back in this little hidey area, which looks very nice, and that's... I've actually seen quite a few people using it since... Oh! Who ain't cleaning? Who ain't doing their job? I guess that's something we should actually look into. Haha. We have 3 janitors. There's 2 to... Oh, they're cleaning up vomit. Everybody's cleaning up vomit. Why is there so much vomit? I mean, thanks you guys. I'm sure they appreciate that, but... Are all 3 of you going to... clean up the same thing? Let's move this guy over here. And get this done. Could you clean that for me, please? Good sir. Thank you kindly. I'll have to double check. I don't know if I customized any of the janitor's tasks. Oh yeah, people aren't feeling good after this, right? That's for sure. Okay, so this guy's just vomit litter and cleaning toilets. And where did I assign him? Can I see where on the roster he works? We're looking for Jack. Where does Jack work? He works at the entrance. I don't know why he's over here then, because he is supposed to be assigned to like this area. So apparently that's not how it works with janitors, and if that's the case, it might be better to take them out of being assigned. Anyway, I should probably end this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.